Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be a short, gentle practice today. You could use this upon rising in the morning to transition yourself from sleep into your day, easing yourself in. We'll move slowly, breathe, wiggle, stretch, and just generally take it easy, move into our day. You could also just use this when you need just a little gentle chill practice to get the body moving and to get the breath flowing. Hope it helps. Please join me on the mat and bring yourself into Shavasana. Come down onto your back, or if you prefer, your belly or your side. Or if you prefer to remain seated, then do that. Do what works for you. We'll come down onto our back if that is okay for you. Find your Shavasana. You can extend the legs to outer corners of the mat. Bring the arms away from your body. Turn the palms up for receiving. If you prefer some grounding energy today, you could also turn the palms to face down and root them down into the earth. And if it's okay for you, feel free to turn the palms up. And then just get any wiggles or fidgets out here, adjust. Maybe snuggle the shoulder blades underneath you. Maybe you rock your head side to side or wiggle the toes or the fingers. And then as you feel ready, allow yourself to get quiet. Find some stillness. If having your legs extended doesn't quite work for you today, you can always bend your knees, plant the feet on the mat, point the knees up towards the ceiling, bringing the feet about hip width distance, or alternatively, you could take the feet a little bit wider towards the outer edges of your mat and just allow the knees to knock in towards each other and rest together. So you find your starting point, whatever feels best for you. And then if it feels okay, close the eyes. And begin to just let your whole body relax. Allow your body to root down towards the earth. Let the earth, the floor, your mat support you, hold you. So that you can begin to let go of any efforting and just soften and relax and let go. And take a moment to check in with yourself and notice how you are feeling today. Notice the quality of your thoughts, quality of your energy, your breath. And as always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself. Honor where you are today, wherever that is. Let go of any judgment. Just be curious about becoming aware and observing what's happening for you in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. If you'd like, you could bring one hand to rest on your belly, one hand to rest on your heart. We'll begin to equalize our breath. So taking note of your inhalation and your exhalation, and finding a count that works for you. So same count for the inhalation and the exhalation. So maybe you start with a count of 4 or 5 or 6, something that feels comfortable for you and not too intense. Inhaling in for the count of 4. Slight pause at the top of the inhalation, and then exhaling, releasing the breath out for that same count of 4, or whatever that count is for you. Slight pause at the bottom of the exhalation, and then again that inhale for the count of 4 or 5 or 6. Slight pause. Exhale, release the breath out for that same count. Continue to circle around with the breath like this, finding that equal count for the inhalation and the exhalation. And then let that go. Now take a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, sigh the breath out of your mouth. You can make as big or small of a sound as you would like. And we'll take another breath like that. Deep breath in through the nose, and then sigh the breath out of the mouth. And one more breath like that, in through the nose, sigh the breath out through the mouth. And then release that, come back to your natural breath. You can release the hands from the heart, from the belly, extend the legs down the mat. Bring the legs together, reach the arms up overhead. Reach out through your fingers and out through your toes, and feel free to yawn or sigh. Now or anytime throughout the practice, and then we'll reach up and out through right fingers, down and out through right toes, and then reach up and out through left fingers, down and out through left toes, and then stretch it all out, fingers to toes, and then relax everything. Keeping the arms up alongside the ears, palms facing in towards each other. We'll wiggle, scooch the upper body over towards the right, and then walk the feet over towards the right. And if you would like, you could cross one ankle over the other. So we're finding our way into a reclining half moon, bringing the body into this small crescent shape. You can keep the left arm reaching up and over the ear, reaching out through the left fingers. If you'd like, you could bring the right arm down along that right thigh. So you reach down through the right fingers and up through the left fingers. And then we'll cross the ankles if they were crossed. Bring the feet back to center. Right arm comes back up along the ear. Wiggle, scooch the upper body back into center. And now we'll wiggle the upper body over to the left side, arms alongside the ears. Walk the feet over to the left. If you'd like, you can cross one ankle over the other. Keep reaching up and out through right fingers. And if you'd like, reach that left arm down alongside that left thigh. So fingers reaching away from each other. Feeling some spaciousness through the right side of the body. And then slowly find your way back to center. Once more, reaching up through the fingers, down through the toes, and then we will slowly roll over onto the left side. Legs stacked on top of each other. You can rest your head on that left bicep, or if you prefer, bend the left elbow, tuck it behind the back of your head so your head is supported by that left hand. And then we'll step the right foot out in front of you with the knee bent. Plant that right foot. And press down into the pinky toe side of that left foot. Reach up and out through the left fingers. Take your right fingers and gently press that right knee thigh away from you.
Then hold it here or reach the right arm up over the ear, reaching the right fingers up towards the top of the mat as you press down through the pinky toe side of that left foot. And then we'll release, bring the right arm back down along the right side. Roll yourself over onto your back, and then we'll roll it over onto right side. Stack the legs, rest the head on that right bicep or tuck that hand behind back of the skull. Now we'll step that left foot out in front of you, press down into pinky toe side of right foot, and then left fingers can gently press into that left thigh. Stay here or reach left arm up over the ear and root into the outer edge of that right foot, down into the sole of that left foot. Reach the left fingers up and away. And then release. We'll bring that left arm back down along that left side. Extend that left leg back down to stack on top of the right. And now find yourself over on to your belly. Roll yourself over. Let's take that left knee out to the left side. And then just walk your hands over to the left. You can come up onto the forearms here. Bring that left elbow over towards that left knee, looking in the direction of that left knee, left foot, rooting down through the top of that right foot, reaching down and out through the right toes. So funny, some nice opening through the right side of the body. And then bring yourself back to center. Left leg comes back to center. We'll bend the right knee, bring it over towards right side. Then walk your arms over towards that right side. Bring that right knee over towards, or right elbow over towards right knee. We're down through the top of that left foot, long through those left toes. Feel the contraction through the right side of the body as you find some length through that left side. And then walk yourself back to center. Let's come onto the forearms. Spread your fingers wide, root into the tops of your feet, down through your pubic bone. Root down into finger pads and magnetize the arms back towards the hips as you pull your heart forward. Lift up your gaze, finding Sphinx pose. And then relax that down. Let's take the hands underneath the shoulders. Hug the elbows in towards the rib cage. Press into your fingers. Lift up your heart for baby cobra. Hold here or press into your hands and lift yourself a little bit higher, coming up into a full cobra. And then we'll release ourselves down. Press into the hands. Send your bum back to your hips and we'll take it into child's pose, knees together. Release your forehead down to the mat. And then bring yourself up to stand up on the knees. Let's take the arms out to the sides and up. Deep breath in. Palms come together overhead. And then as you exhale, bring your bum back to your heels. Hands come down to the heart and then down to the mat as you find your way back into child's pose. Forehead reaching for the mat. And then we'll root down into the knees, feet, shins. Inhale, reach yourself up, arms sweep out and up to the sides, palms come together. With the exhale, sit yourself back down on your heels, palms come back together, slide yourself back into your child's pose. And then let's do that one more time. Inhale as you lift yourself up, arms sweep out and up, palms together. Exhale, pulls you back down into your child's pose. Palms reach out in front of you. We'll take a breath here, rolling up onto the finger pads. Nice deep breath into the back of your lungs, filling up your whole back body with your breath. And then roll yourself forward onto hands and knees, coming into a table pose. Let's kick the right foot out to the right side at a little bit of an angle. Step that right hand up the mat a little bit. Open that left foot down the mat, toes pointing out to the side. Rooting down into the right hand, down into that left foot, down into that right knee, foot, shin, and then sweep that left arm up and over the ear. Nice long side body. And then we'll sweep the right arm back toward, left arm back towards that left leg and up over the left ear. And again, sweep that left arm back towards the left leg, up over the ear. One more big circle of the arm, around and up over the ear, and then again, reach down through the right hand, down through that left foot, up and out through the left fingers, and then left hand comes back to the mat, drop left knee back down, pull that right leg back into your table pose, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Kick that left foot out, left hand reaches down the mat a little bit, turn and step that right foot all the way down the mat, toes pointing out to the side. Let's reach right arm up over the ear. And then right arm sweeps down towards that right leg and sweeps around up over the ear again. Let's pull that right arm down towards that right leg. Sweep the arm up over the ear again. One more time. Right arm comes back down towards that right leg and then back up over the ear. Reaching out through the right fingers, down through that right foot, and then bring it back to center. Back into your table. Let's take it through some cat-cow. Inhale as you soften the belly, lift the tail, draw the heart forward. And then press into the hands. Drop the tail down towards the earth, around your spine, up towards the ceiling. Look towards your navel. And then a few more times you rock yourself back and forth here. Your breath, your pace. Bring yourself back into your table position, and then we'll soften the belly, coming into our cow pose, and then bring the rib cage over to the left, and then press into the hands, round the back up towards the ceiling, draw yourself into center, finding cat pose, and then bring that rib cage over to the right, soften the belly, drop the rib cage back down, come through your cow pose, and then rib cage moves over to the left again. So you're rolling yourself around in some big barrel rolls here. And then let's bring it back to center. Switch the direction. We'll soften the belly, come into your cow pose, and then send the rib cage over to the right. Press into the hands, down into the knees, feet, shins, round up through the back. Pull that rib cage over to the left. Soften the belly, bring it back through center, rib cage over to the right, and then round the back up to the ceiling, and then just a few more times. We'll bring it back into our table position. Look over towards that right hip, look over towards that left hip, look over towards the right hip, back through center, look over towards left hip. Bring yourself back to center. Let's come back to sit on the heels. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Exhale, bring the arms back down. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Exhale, arms come back down. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands come back down. Find a comfortable seat. Take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Close the eyes. Let's come back into that equal inhalation, equal exhalation. So you find your count again.
Same count for the inhale, same count for the exhale. Let that go. Bring palms together at your heart. Begin to flutter your eyes back open. Thank yourself for showing up for your practice today. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I hope it helped. With love and gratitude, namaste.